And we're off. I'm gonna suggest Quick Man. Yep.
Yep, Quick and Flash are likely going to be the first two. We'll see if we still have that same divergence where I believe Kyle goes to Wood third, but Stuffin goes to Bubble third. I'm definitely curious to see if there's any variation in their routing this time around, and if whether there is or not, I'm also curious. I'll probably ask them both what made them choose their routes.
Yeah, all three races have all been quick for both runners.
Yeah,
not a one of them have chosen Flash as their first starting point.
No, and you could do either or. It's probably just a matter of preference. Quick, it's more guaranteed that you're going to get that E-Tank, whereas on Flash, there's a chance something will knock you off of the top route there, and you actually won't get the E-Tank, and you could even find yourself needing it in the boss fight. So Quick is definitely a bit of a safer route. I would probably go Quick first if I was bothering to select what stage I'm going to first. The real confusion for me, though, is the Bubble Wood third. And then after that, it looks like they get about back on track with each other.
Yeah, where whatever one had picked, the other one picks as the very next one, and they'll swap.
And a bunch of snipers bows here. West Hall.
Is this even randomized? They just forgot their mechs.
And we'll see who the boss is. Airman. Airman comes out the winner for Quick Stage here.
Airman looks like he's given a consistent setup for low lemons. That one's kind of precise, doable, but not the best protected Airman, which is a very good thing, because we find all too often that you just can't hit Airman through his air shooter in the randomizer. And they're both only about a second or two away from each other, finishing up the fight. StuffnThings got himself a magenta bluegill there.
It's his halo.
It's Airman's spirit.
And here we'll go to Flash.
Yep, both runners picked up item 2 there on Quick Stage as well, looks like, so
yeah, we'll probably be seeing an early heat.
We very well may. I was just going to say that definitely opens up Heat Stage, because although people have been learning how to do the Yoku blocks lately, it's still not ideal to bother with the Yoku blocks if you don't have to.
Thankfully megakyle finds out early that the Buster Immune... I don't even know what you would call those.
Look at them
ceiling
health drops.
Chandelier,
the Crushers, yeah.
Oh, the Crushers, yeah.
The Crushers, is that what I'm gonna call them? Spiky chandeliers or something.
Spiky fall boys.
Spiky fall boys. End up being weak to wood. I think finding out the weaknesses to even generic enemies outside of Buster could end up proving to be very valuable information.
Oh, absolutely, especially on some of the tougher stages like Heat, Crash, and Air. If you run into some of those Buster Immune enemies but you know how to handle them, the game has completely changed at that point.
Here we end up having Fan Man. I don't think that E-Tank is accessible for either of them.
Well, it is. They could have pause buffered to clear the gap, but it's definitely a very slow-going route. Yeah, it's not necessarily worth bothering to. Especially because once you get the E-Tank, you have to turn around anyway.
And Flashman and Flash.
This is not even randomized.
With a very weak to Buster shot. And here StuffnThings kind of grabs or beats the stage first. There ain't no lead grabbing this early on, but...
Well, I mean, he does have the lead, but it's not a big lead, and yeah, like you're saying, there's just so much left. Who can call it?
Hopefully with any luck we get a nice back and forth. And here we have a vanilla-looking bubble stage.
Here's where both these guys' routes diffuse from each other, or diverge.
Yep, we got Kyle and Wood again, Stuffin on Bubble again.
Yeah.
And Stuffin was going for the early item 2 usage there, but it looks like the crabs kind of slowed him down a tiny bit there. megakyle just bustering right through all these gears, not even worrying about the Mets.
Very looking vanilla bubble stage.
Yeah, the only difference is the watercolor's a little grape flavored today, but other than that, it's pretty vanilla. Yeah.
I would have to say, a lot of times, I mean, StuffnThings looks like he gets the zip, but with those cloud, oh no, he doesn't. I was gonna say those cloud platforms a lot of times can push you out.
Yeah, that definitely didn't work out in his favor, which I believe that might have been your first commentator's curse that you.
Oh, yeah, that might have been.
Well, we all got to do it sometime.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm
now
sure
I feel
will
bad. Did I ruin it for Stuff?
No.
Nah, it's too early to say anything's ruined at this point.
Definitely not. I don't think that's small.
I guess that's true. It's when you do things in Wily 4 or Wily 1 Freako.
Yeah, Freako.
Yeah, Freako. Kyle. Oh, there's some hidden drills hiding in the trees. Knocked Kyle right off his item, too.
Looks like Woodman in the bubble stage is taking some pretty decent damage from the Buster there. I believe that was 4 damage per shot. Nice and quick, easy fight. Not even quite a full 2 cycles out of him before he was done. And here we got Dumb Crash over on megakyle's screen. Not the dumbest crash, but very close. He still only popped off 1 shot. He was not even a threat. Mash to win.
Chat says I officially got my commentator status now.
Yes, once you curse somebody, you're truly a commentator. Whoever's been commentating Easy Dangerous matches apparently isn't a commentator because they didn't curse him. How dare you? Whoever you are, we'll find you.
I just wanted to acknowledge the difficulty of the cloud platforms. That was all.
He was just giving visuals to work with the explanation. That's all.
StuffnThings heard me. He wanted to show you what I was talking about. That's all.
That's all it is. Yeah.
So here we have a nice swap between StuffnThings and Kyle. Again. Whatever one didn't take, the other one will go do shortly thereafter.
Yeah, so we know that StuffnThings will get item. He doesn't quite yet. But yeah, pretty in line. We'll see how Kyle fares.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything this time, or maybe I should just to even Steven it. But it looks like Kyle got it. Yeah,
he's in far enough, and his input was accurate, so he got through it. It's actually interesting with that lowest lightning lord that was on the screen. If you can get to his platform quick enough, you actually can do that zip without a pause buffer. But it's pretty precise to get there. You have to be as quick as is humanly possible. Now we've got gear guys here, and there is a zip in this part coming up that utilizes the gear guys, but we don't have one at the very end. I couldn't remember if there was one, but if there was one, that was one that Kyle actually had practiced
trying
quite
the
a
same
bit.
thing. He's gonna find himself knocked off the item too.
Yep, them pesky drills every time.
Why do they have to look exactly the same as the trees?
They really don't work so well, except in a black background, because that's what they were exclusively designed to be presented in. So whenever there's any colored backgrounds, transparency just kind of makes things look funky, because The drills don't actually have any black coloration to them, they just have missing color where there would normally be black.
I think Krish gets confused on these things. He's waiting to hit something that he needs to jump over.
It's the elevation. He's used to being considerably higher up, you know?
Oh, that might be true. He's a little lightheaded from that.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to jump so much or shoot so much. He's afraid he might pass out.
You know, altitude sickness is a real thing.
It is. It really is. You can't go from the peak of Everest to underground. Not that quick. I'm loving these space monkeys here on Air Stage. The best monkeys are the space monkeys.
They couldn't get any easier than just having to ignore everything here.
No, but it's just the calm before the storm. The runners thought they were getting a little relief here, but then here come the Metroids. And the helicopter guys. How randomized is this since the last seed?
She says before, here comes everything.
Rip everyone. They're actually dealing with it pretty well, though. They're still making steady progress through it. I don't want to say what I was gonna say because then it would happen, but seeing some pretty good performance here.
Oh, I'm quite enthralled with these races. Oh no!
Oh, I didn't say it. Why'd it happen? Stuffin', I'm sorry. I cursed you in my mind. Yeah, I cursed him in my mind. Oh my, I'm ashamed.
Cursed him in my mind. See, you could have not said anything afterwards and been safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're making it pretty quick here, and you know nobody's died yet. And I thought about it, and yep, that did it. Whoops.
Well, this gives megakyle an extra little jump, and then watch I just cursed megakyle.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
run over to Heat now and take a death, and that'll be my fault.
Well, you say
oh,
you say that,
he did metal. Okay.
He 3, so you didn't quite curse him just that bad.
Apparently, item number 2 took absolutely no change in the course of how at least megakyle right now is choosing to play his game. He's going for the metal zip here, and it looks like he got it. Yep.
Yeah, they got
what a nice
item
skip.
1.
I see a couple of questions in the chat here about the randomizer. Madrion asking, are the horns on the heads actual enemies that get replaced? The answer is no. They don't even spawn on the randomizer. Part of the reasoning being that you can get some really nasty combinations, and to answer Shadows in the Dark's question at the same time, the reason is some enemies can be immune to different things. Any enemy can be immune to just about anything, but they always have the same number of immunities that they would in the vanilla game. And that immunity could be literally anything, including Buster.
Yeah, so I guess we haven't mentioned it in this run so far, but maybe we should explain to some of our newer... Oh, StuffnThings taking a fall for the metal zip. But maybe we should do a quick run-through as to how the randomizer works.
Kamebot is on the case.
Kamebot is on the case. Thank you, Kamebot.
Yellow Dragon Buster Week. Oh wait, we're not. No.
Are you that far ahead? Do I need to refresh?
The randomizer, basically, like you said, it's easier to... We have a little saying. We're saying that it's easier to tell you what's not randomized than what is randomized. So, like, what's randomized is basically like the music, the health vulnerabilities, bosses per stage, and their placement on the character or the stage select screen, behaviors of the bosses, color palettes except for Mega Man. You got false floors and Wily 4 are randomized, the weapon names, the weapon behaviors, the sound effects. Item 1 through 3 is randomized where you find it at. item 1's behaviors randomized, all that kind of stuff. And it's pretty random. So basically, the only things that are not random, like Mega Man's walk speed and his Buster, and yeah, his color palette. Pretty much it. Oh, and the stage layouts. Stage layouts are pretty much the same as well. As, megakyle does get
the crash zip. That's what I was gonna say. I wanted to wait until you were done. At least the airman, or a fat man, whatever you call him, just didn't want to bother looking at the, Oh, and StuffnThings takes a death to Bubble Man here.
Kyle's finding that the leaf shield there is vertically inverted on his climb up the crash climb, finding Joes and mech Joes everywhere.
Hey, you couldn't ask for anything better than something that is just a 1 or 2 second pause to continue happily climbing with no damage.
Absolutely. And StuffnThings makes his way through the boss this time. Bubble was firing incredibly rapidly there. That was kind of cool. Didn't seem to cause too much lag, luckily, but definitely caused a death, unfortunately. But he's through and on his way to his 7th stage. He's opting to go for Heat Man here, likely because he has all 3 items. And he's finding...
so he can accomplish a nice zip and skip the Yoku blocks.
Yep,
make quick work a Heat Man stage. Oh no!
The Fanish Inquisition is fanning the flames here in Heat stage.
And you got the Crabblers falling from the ceiling.
Yeah, and megakyle's gonna join it. That's it, a stage. He just finished Crash stage here. But unfortunately, this is not StuffnThings stage, as he still has his Crash after them. So,
well, no matter what, they're both gonna have to go through the same thing, and StuffnThings taking it nice and slow, which is a very good decision. But knowing there's a Fan Man, yep. And thankfully, didn't affect his last jump here. Oh, but megakyle getting surprised by the Fan Man.
Nobody expects the Fanish Inquisition.
Nobody.
Looks like Kyle was attempting a zip there. No, maybe not. Maybe he's just trying to safely clear the gaps. Here's the zip. Okay, he is going for it.
All right, and
looks like he's got it. No problem. No sweat.
Nice.
That was a good time save after that death there, especially because that section is so slow going with that many fan guys in it. They're just spread out enough. Just enough. StuffnThings is approaching the boss corridor here.
Catching that 2 by a toe.
yeah, we find Quick Man. Not necessarily weak to Buster, but StuffnThings gonna stick with it, and yeah, he's on his way to Crash.
I was gonna say, I hope Kyle would use the E-Tank here, putting himself in a dangerous position for a minute.
And I actually missed it. It looks like Kyle, unfortunately, did not get the zip, so he had the item 1 across that. It's probably gonna cost him a little bit of extra time. Give StuffnThings that little extra time perhaps he needs to catch up before Wily 1.
He's gonna pick up the life here, so that definitely helps.
Yeah, I think he's still gonna be
ouch,
half a stage of Kyle.
Stuffin was going for the good crash zip there, but didn't even quite make it up the first ladder on the second screen there before getting blasted back down by that Met. I think he's gonna switch and take him out. He's a little too dangerous.
And we have megakyle doing his run with Quick now.
We got Stuffin finding that item 1's moving a little quicker than normal, and for whatever reason he's having trouble on that bit of a corner jump, but he gets it, gets the zip, and he's well on his way to skipping those nasty 3 platform screens as megakyle wraps up his 8th robo here and is ready to head into the Wily stages.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a lead.
Always nice to get in there at the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sub 20 is the ideal, right? I mean, in any percent of the vanilla game, any percent difficult, I know people can make it 16, 17 minutes out of the robot stages, and like with this, I mean, you have the random element, so you have to adapt to every situation within the stages. So that anything below 20 minutes.
Well,
So now we get to see what Wily's gonna bring to the table. So name that dragon.
I think I said Yellow and Buster.
Name him Puff, Magic Dragon. No, he's gonna be. You know, I'm gonna go with Charlie's guess here. Yellow Buster. I think that's the ticket here.
Yellow and Buster. You did call before. What about you, Charlie?
That's the one that I said before.
Is that what you said before?
I did, yes.
Yeah, he just said it. I went with his guess. So what's yours?
He went with his guess. Oh, okay. I feel like I've been wrong the past couple of times. I'm not really positive. I am going to stick, I still want to say purple. I'm waiting for my purple dragon to pop up.
Well, we did have a
purple
dragon.
It's not because I'm a chick,
time.
I promise. Well, maybe there was a purple accent. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm gonna go with, what was the last dragon? Well, whatever. I'm gonna go with purple and whatever color this guy is. Oh, there is no guy here. Alright, so I'm going for purple, gray, and black. Just because. And the weakness I am going to pick is Crash.
So you're going for a bruised and battered dragon.
I'm going for a bruised and battered dragon who needs more bruising. Oh, he's purple, orange, and green. I at least get my purple, even if it's the shoulder pads.
That looks like the regular dragon.
Oh, and megakyle on the first guesses metal.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful because he's pretty close to death here.
That is a slow metal blade.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, and you can only fire the one as well, so it's a slow, dangerous dance there with the dragon, but he came out on top just fine there. I'm still rooting for that Buster weakness. That would give Stuffin a chance to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, speaking of, Stuffin has made it into the Wily stage. Pretty much crossed the first long screen, going into the checkpoint screen here.
And we got some froggies here.
Good decision by megakyle, jumping into the little froggy instead of taking the damage from that totem pole dude that I never remember the name of. Those things
Oh god,
hurt.
he does so much damage.
You can only shoot them and take a little less damage, but that little frog only did 2 damage, so that was definitely a good call there.
You get a chest though. Nope, not weak to Buster.
Yeah, not weak to Busters, so Kyle just gonna roll on. He's not gonna continue to check the weaknesses. Doesn't want to slow himself down. Doesn't need the tank necessarily. Which it could technically end up hurting him later on. Wily 4 stage. The movie.
We got StuffnThings ready for his dragon fight. See if he finds Oh, and it is weak to Buster. Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Made
And he's got
super quick
belly,
work of that
so
dragon.
Kinda right.
Yeah, we nailed that. Yellow, Buster, we got that, 100%.
And
I'm so glad I copied your answer now.
saves a few seconds here. We got orange Picos now. They always come out hot pink. And Buster weak Pico. There's a perfect seed for you, Kami.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not playing, so it's only natural that we get a seed that's designed for me. I want to say every match I've commentated, there's been at least one seed during it that was just totally for me.
Megakyle finishing up Wily 2 pretty quickly.
Yeah, and meanwhile, StuffnThings does find a quick boomerang to the walls. And he picks up an extra E-tank.
Megakyle doing a quick refill here.
Yeah, not a bad idea to stop here versus Wily 4.
Wily looks like he cleaned up the sewage floating in here.
It's about time, too.
Either way, stopping here or stopping in Wily 4 is about the same amount of time. This one's just a little bit more on the beaten path, let's say that. And StuffnThings finds the Pico Buster Week as well, of course. So now it's just a matter of executing. As megakyle makes his way to the Guts Dozer, we'll find out what it's doing very shortly.
No, as we say, it's Wily 4 is the definitive game changer, and we got a Buster Week.
I was about to say it. I bet it's Buster Week too, just for Kami.
Get some Buster Week boobs too. Is that gonna be a thing? And then Buster Week machine, and then Crash Week alien.
Well, this seed was designed for Kami. That's why he didn't have it.
Yep. Universe is biased against me. I understand. It's fine. See, they made the big frogs invulnerable to the Buster. That way, all the Wily bosses could be weak to it.
Ah, I see. That's how the randomizer works.
Well,
Yeah.
the spiky chain chandelier things are also immune to Buster.
That's how they are in the vanilla game as well. But yeah, commonly in the randomizer, they are not immune to the Buster.
No, they aren't.
Which is just because, you know, they only get one immunity, and it gets picked at random, so you got 8 chances.
I've been watching so much Randomizer lately, I don't even know what was originally immune in the vanilla.
I find myself forgetting a lot of things about vanilla when I go back to it as a result of so much randomizer.
Alright, so here we have Megakyle. If he gets through this successfully, it's his game to lose, as Frico would say.
Yeah, I believe Creed came up with that too, to say that. I think
Oh, does he?
Yeah. But I don't know. Who it seems to be one of the things tournament, right? That a bunch of commentators say it for whoever's in the lead.
Well, if it's good, right? Use it.
Yeah, yeah, I will say.
I like to give credit to the original, so if it was Creed that was the original.
I believe so. I think megakyle actually missed this as if the StuffnThings might not go for it, as he did the last 3 times. But yeah, if he would have went for that, that would have saved him just a little bit of time, perhaps, having to navigate around.
Now, if we remember, it's quick that the walls are weak to, right?
That's correct.
And he skipped over it. Oh, he went back to it though. Okay,
yeah,
I was getting scared. It's always the last thing you try. I hope.
I love those sound effects.
Oh, they're so good. It makes it sound like a beat-em-up game instead.
Yeah, it's like from Mega Man to skip the refights. Exact same sound that Quick had there.
And look at that, for 3 times in a row. Is this 50% for Crash also?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, they only get the one weakness, so well, it just is what it is. It just happens that we got 3 in a row that weren't even randomized.
yeah. So it's just so happens. It's crazy.
We randomly selected to have them play the vanilla game 3 times in a row. You didn't know what was randomized, did you?
Yeah, and StuffnThings makes his way into Blue Beams. See how his fight goes. Save his time. He does know the way. As Kyle.
I get to commentate all the great races, let me tell you. StuffnThing looking for the Blue Beams weakness again.
Yep,
I kind of like slow myself when I say that.
Running the gamut here, and he finds Crash, and he's probably saying to himself, why? Why 3 times? Why not Buster? 3 times. And he gets through it. I think he did make up a little bit of time there.
Yeah, I'll say so. I mean, Kyle's only got 2 Robot Masters down. He had to pop an E-Tank here with the Airman, but yeah, now he's got 3 down as StuffnThings joining him in the refight.
Yeah, he's gonna enter the refights already 4 Robot Masters behind, or close to it.
Yeah, but it's still anybody's game. I mean, you know, you never know what happens against Bean and Alien. Kyle is down E-Tanks compared to StuffnThings. Kyle only has 1 left that
And there's the bane of Kyle's existence, that Heat Man. He hasn't given an opportunity to shoot once. Look at that.
Yeah, that was actually a really generous Heat Man there. Normally he takes a while between his movement phases, but I guess Kyle really lucked out and he just kept going fast there. I've never seen that kind of RNG. He always waits like 5 seconds for me every time.
Bubble weak bubble.
Yeah,
Bubble is the new metal.
I was about to say, I remember in vanilla everything would be weak to metal.
And megakyle
taking
quick man.
Ouch! Gets 3 Robot Masters now, so he's only technically 3 behind now.
Now the race is really on.
Make that 2 as he wraps up Heat. Let's say 2.5. Seems that Kyle's finished quick.
And Wood, last Robot Master. He'll be going into the,
That made me
Wily
a little
Machines
nervous
first.
All them shots
Let me guess.
thinking.
Buster Week? It's not gonna be Buster Week this time.
It can't.
Oh, it is.
But it is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Every
Stuffin',
single
Kyle,
one I've
You
commentated.
guys stole my seed.
I stole my seed.
You know, if it wasn't Buster Week, then that would have given StuffnThings the opportunity, a little bit more of one to catch up there, but yeah, it was. But StuffnThings has 2 Robot Masters to go to make that one. As
megakyle ain't even gonna go for refills. Yeah, he's going straight. Down Victory Road. We leave it quiet for them.
The suspense, I'm sorry, it
The suspense is killing us all. Oh, we didn't even guess the alien colors.
He's gonna be
purple with a green head.
Yeah, yeah. Purple head, green body, and weak to
Gets a weakness.
Metal.
Metal.
I don't know.
It'll be metal again.
Wood.
It's gonna
Wood.
be. It's
He's
gonna
going
be
air shooter.
No, no, no.
I mean, it's gonna be Crash.
I mean,
I'm
it's gonna
saying
be,
wood. No, not
something.
metal. It's
it's
Crash.
Gonna be something. It's
Hey,
gonna be
I was
Crash.
It's
There
gonna
we
be
go.
the last thing that Kyle tries.
Yes. Hopefully
Just enough to do it.
GG
Takes
megakyle. He takes the match with an official SRL time in this race of 35 minutes and 26 seconds.
That's
Very
gotta be
good.
horrible, because StuffnThings probably just is looking at the SRL times now to see that he just lost as he gets into the Wily fight.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling for sure to see that happen. But good races, good games.
Oh, it was a great race. I think both of these racers showed us a nice show today.
Oh, they both did absolutely fantastic. It was a great game. It was a great match, I should say. 3 games, three fairly tight games. This was probably the least tight of them, but it was still a great one.
Oh yeah, there was still no way to guess it up until the very end.
No way. I mean, Kyle could have had trouble, and he could have taken a death, and that could have turned the tables right there. He could have ended up not having enough of the weapon and needing to take a death or a game over even. Anything could have went wrong there. So it was still anyone's game. It was close enough that couldn't really call it until
Was
the
it
end
less
there,
than a minute? I know all of them.
It was just under a minute, 50 seconds. StuffnThings finished with an official SRL time of 36:16. So they were 50 seconds apart.
All 3 games was either less than 30 seconds or this being the longest one. It was definitely a great race to commentate. I give it a little clap.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, take these races, and yeah, glad to have commentated with you guys as we see if we can't put these runners into the commentary server for a quick interview before letting you guys go.
Hop on in, the water is fine, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Hey,
StuffnThings.
Thanks, Cam.
Oh god, that was a great race, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations to
Thanks
both
so
of you.
much.
Congratulations
Thanks.
especially to megakyle.
Wow, man, what close races! Like all 3 of them. My God.
Oh God, they were so good.
Thank you.
So close. You guys both did absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Well,
for
thanks. Yeah. I wish I could quit making dumb mistakes, like just jumping into things too fast or whatever and not thinking about it before I do it. Yeah.
So StuffnThings, what do you think went wrong on your end?
Exactly that. Just jumping into things too fast, kind of going on autopilot and just being like, oh, just hold right and jump and it'll be fine.
That's how it's done, isn't it?
I thought it was, but apparently it's not.
No wonder it never works for me. Well, definitely big GGs, guys. I was wanting to ask both of you guys something. Just curious what the reasoning is. We saw a consistent divergence in your routes, so I can only assume it's intentional completely. But we noticed Kyle was heading to Wood third and stuff, and you were heading to Bubble third. What's you guys' reasonings for your different routes? Just curious.
So y'all let StuffnThings go first.
Oh, thanks. I like Bubble third. I mean, I think everybody does quick and flash first. One way or another, whether you do.
Oh, you guys
one first or the
consistently
other.
both did quick then flash.
Yeah, and then it diverges from there. I like Bubble third because you can do the Buster only zip, and there's not. I mean, you can gain a few things if you have item 2s in that stage, but not a whole lot. So it's a stage to try to go fish for items again, and then a lot of times after that I'll go wood, because that's yet another stage where there's not a lot of benefit to having items, and you just get through and you hope you get items from that stage. So that's mine.
Yeah, for me, it's pretty much the same reasoning, except for, like, if I don't have item 2, I will hold off on Bowman stage, because I like to get the item 2 across the first screen if I can. If there's, like, no crabs there, that'll knock me down. And if I don't have any items, I'll go to wood, try and get it. And if I don't have any items by the time that it comes down to choosing Metal Man or Airman stage, I will usually choose Metal Man and hope for at least an item 1 to go into Airman stage, because it's so easy to fall off those ledges in that stage.
Yeah, my philosophy there is I like having item 2 for Airman, because it is a safety item if you need it for a gap, but then you can fly across different sections if you get the right bad guys. And I really want item 1 for Metal to see if you can get that zip, because it's a pretty big one.
Now, see, it's funny that you say that, because there was an instance in this race particularly that you had item 2 stuff on Airman stage, but you didn't use it.
No, it was too dangerous. Well, I thought it was too dangerous. The enemies with the Metroids, there were a lot of Metroids, I remember.
Yeah, definitely.
I just go a little safer.
Yeah, I was able to capitalize there with the item 2 across the Airman gap with the Metroids, because they spawn in such a way where if you get close enough to the top, they won't bother you.
Yeah, I have done that, but it's tricky.
Now, was it the same logic that you waited so long to do Heatman in this third race? Because I noticed both of you got item 2 very early, and we figured maybe we'll see an earlier Heat stage, but you guys still waited till the last 2 stages to do those.
When did we get item 3?
I think you got item 3 around.
Was that after air?
When you get item 2 and 3, you have the green light to go to heat. And a lot of times if you have it early, it's not like I want to go there anyway, because it's a scary stage, so I just avoid it.
I remember
Spanish
one of the
Inquisition.
got item 3 and crash.
For the last seed, we should have had, depending on which stages we chose, we had all the items going into Heatman and Crashman. I remember, for this last seed. Yeah. And so I was able to do the item 1 zip in Heat on the first screen, and I tried for a second zip, but the prop tops were there blocking my path. I couldn't get up there on item 3, but as I was going through the rest of the screen, I thought back and I was like, well, I probably could have tried the item 1, and I could have made it up that way. It was still pretty tough.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I just want to recap for you guys a little bit what happened, say, in these races as a whole. So the first race, I believe StuffnThings took it, because on the Wily 4 Spike Screen of Death, Kyle actually took it.
Yeah.
But now, in the second race, the roles reversed, because you are both pretty much neck and neck once again in the first race and in the second race. Kyle didn't take the break. StuffnThings took the death in the second race on the same screen that Kyle did in the first race. That's what puts Kyle ahead in the second
race.
Yeah, I kissed the spike on the side.
Yeah, what I think I did is I usually set up the item 1 from the left side of that little ledge, so so it raises a little higher when I get on it. But I wasn't expecting it to despawn so quickly, so when it fell out from underneath me, it kind of freaked me out, and I overcompensated, and I just fell into the spikes. It was awful.
What would you say was, for either of you, the hardest part of this match?
Yeah, anything in particular that caught you up? Gave you problems?
Let's see, the fiends, I think in 1 seed were Buster immune.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
Yeah, and so were the frogs. Actually, Wily 3 underneath the water was a little treacherous. I think I was able to make it through each time, but still the enemy placements there were a little scary.
Yeah, I remember getting beaten up a lot there.
Yeah, at one point during the last jump, I remember I made the leap of faith, and I was able to just get enough to make the ledge.
I had problems with the Metroids. if I was taking too long on some screens and the Metroids just there's more of them that show up and it just gets worse and worse, and so they were knocking me around a lot, especially on those air stages when they were there.
Yeah, you saying that reminds me of one of those seeds we had either moles or Metroids in Metal Man stage, and it came time to make the big jump over the E-Tank, and there was an enemy there. It was so bad. But I put the item 1s down and I was able to make it across that.
Yeah, it was tricky in there twice because there was another time where there were drills.
Yeah.
Somehow I squeaked through there every time. It was just in other places that I couldn't.
Alright, guys. I mean, good games, good races. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we head out?
I actually have a question for Cam. Cam, how much rage do you have stored up seeing that last seed?
I knew you noticed. I knew you did.
Oh yeah, and since I knew you were on commentary, I was just like, "Oh, Cam is dying right now."
We had mentioned it throughout the entire commentary. We really did.
I had mentioned what I thought you were thinking at one point about it.
You know, I'm thinking about you, Cam.
And all I could say is, Stuff and Kyle, you guys have stolen my seed. It wasn't too rage-inducing, okay. but it is definitely disappointing that all the Buster Seeds come out exclusively when I'm not playing.
Right.
But it's okay. And I did actually have one more question for megakyle about something that happened. I think it was this third race actually during the refights. I believe you took a death to Heatman, but you still had an E-Tank, and I was just curious, were you intentionally trying to save it in case the Wily machine was a little tough, or did you just think you weren't about to die? What happened there?
Oh no, I knew I was about to die. It was on Quickman. I had one E-Tank left, and I knew I had it, but I wanted to reserve it just in case I needed it for the machine.
Okay. That's pretty much what I figured. I just wasn't sure. We've seen all kinds of different deaths where either the runner got surprised or forgot they had an E-Tank. We've seen so many different things. I just always think to ask about it because usually there's a reason.
Yeah, definitely. On that last race, whenever you did that actually gave you a chance to hop up a few robot masters. You are both on the race at the and he was probably about 6 masters behind him. And then he made it down to 3 robot masters. I think even 2 at one. But it was a pretty close gap there.
Nice. Yeah, I noticed it was pretty close, and all of the races were very close, and it was just thrilling all around. I'd love to go back and watch those videos.
So, megakyle, your next race will be against either Metalo or Squidman. Is there any in particular that you're looking forward to racing?
Good luck, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. Actually, I was kind of hoping that StuffnThings would stomp me out so he could race either.
Yeah, I actually moved into a better ladder.
Yeah, StuffnThings, your next race will either be against Mad Mega X, Daggett, Creed, or Charlie, depending on how either of those races turn out.
Those will be fun.
Is there any of those 4 that you're looking forward to racing?
I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it. I've just been thinking about this race, so.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of a time gap between your now and your next race versus megakyle's and his.
Yeah, for me, I'm looking forward to watching the race between Squidman and Metalo. Very good racers. Usually, Metalo doesn't compete with us too much on Sunday nights, but Squidman is usually there every Sunday night, and he usually takes it. He is an extremely good racer from what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so I would be happy to race against either of those guys. I'm going to continue practicing, just to give them a good race, whoever I end up having to race with. Yeah, he ended up taking it from Mad Mega, who is a speed gaming veteran. How I take it, especially with the Mega Man runs. Yeah, and I wish StuffnThings good luck in his next race as well.
No, thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, I guess it's not impossible that you guys might end up racing against each other again at one point, huh?
Right on. Let's look forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm
Rematch.
going down to the losers bracket after this next race.
And we can see each other again down there too.
That's also
Yeah.
possible, yeah.
In
Well,
the
hey, I mean-
quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, with this, this was the top 8, the first match officially of top 8. So congratulations to you, Kyle, on making it to winners final. That guarantees you a. How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's awesome! Just to make the top 8 in a tournament of so many good runners, it feels good, definitely.
Rock and roll, yeah, and StuffnThings still in it. You're in top. Good luck to you as well on your next. So yeah, I mean, say before we head out.
I just want to congratulate the runners. You both did a great job making it this far, and I you know, whether it's winners or losers brackets, I would actually be really happy seeing this match come up again, because this was a great match. I mean, not one of the 3 races were you guys even a minute apart. So,
Yeah,
fantastic stuff.
I'll get my revenge on Kyle. Someday.
Sunday during the weeklies, huh?
No, someday.
Oh, someday. Oh.
Someday, trademarked.
See you on Sunday.
It was a tongue twister. All right, guys. Well, it was great commentating for you both. You both did great games. Like I said, congratulations personally to both of you. I think you definitely did a great showing to you know exactly how a race should be run when doing these types of tournaments.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, big shout outs to our runners here, megakyle83, StuffnThings 42. You guys make sure to follow these guys. Their Twitch pages are in the chat now, and thank you guys, Kame Sinen and Retro Clean Gamer, for being with me today. Shout outs to Duckfist for making the randomizer. Thank you to Speed Gaming for having us on the channel and their network. This whole tournament is much appreciated. And yeah, if there's nothing else, then I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow night for my untimely tomorrow LV Creed at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We'll be sure to tune in.
Tune in next time.
What I really meant to say was when I mash ground, baby, yeah. No, make sure to tune in to that match. It's gonna be really good. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.